Hello everyone. So today I am going to be doing a first impressions on the Faded Into You palette by Colourpop. Just got it in the mail yesterday. I was going to get it when it first came out, but it sold out before I could get to it. But just got it yesterday, so I'm going to try it out today. I'm just going to do a few swatches on these colors just to see how they look, how they feel. I'm going to that purple, this blue. That purple is a little chalky, but that blue is very vibrant. Let's try this yellow. Yellow, a little chalky, but it's a matte, so sometimes they are quite chalky. Let's see. This orange, it has a little bit of glitter in it. Oh, it's pretty glittery. It's that orange, that purple, that blue. Yellow. Those were pretty nice swatches. A little fallout, but nothing too major. And I mean, you kind of expect that when you have really pigmented eyeshadows. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put my hair up, and I will be right back so we can get started on the look. Okay, so now I'm back. I got my hair up and ready to go. I'm just gonna take a quick drink of my coffee. It's been a crazy morning already. Let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my eyeshadow primer and some tape so I can tape the edges of my eyes so I can get that crisp line at the end. And you just grab the tape, stick it on your hand, and pull it off. That way it's not super sticky when you stick it on your face, because I already have my foundation on, so I don't want it to remove my foundation when I pull it off. And I'm just going to stick it right on the edge. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so now I got the tape on both eyes, and I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. And I'm just going to put that on. And blend it in with the brush, fluffy brush. Okay, so now that I got the primer set in place, I'm gonna go ahead and start laying some color down. I'm gonna go for a lighter look today. So kind of more of like a pastel look. So I'm gonna start with, well, let's see. I'm gonna start with the color Bonus Points, and it's this yellow right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tap into that with the fluffy brush. I'm going to tap off the excess. I'm going to go right here. And as I can see just from dipping, there's a lot of fallout there. So make sure you tap off your brush so it doesn't fall over your face if you already have your foundation on. And I'm just going to blend that right above the crease, close to the brow bone, or to the inner brow. And I just kind of go back and forth from each eye just to try to even it out as much as possible. And I'm kind of bringing it all the way up to my eyebrow. I'm doing like the inner third of the way. Should look like that. Then I'm going to grab a different fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go in with the color, let's see, I think I will do the color down here, Love Withdrawal. It's kind of like a pink coral color. So I'm gonna put that in next to the yellow. From what I'm noticing, the color is laying down pretty well over the primer, so it looks good, not too patchy. And then for the next color, I am going to go in with this pink glittery color right here. And I'm going to do that one on the outer. And I just kind of look at my mirror straight on just to make sure I'm getting as even as possible on both eyes. And then I'm going to go back with that coral color. I'm just going to go back and retouch the middle because I see I need to even it out some more. And I'm going a little farther up, closer to the brow bone, and kind of blending it in with that pink and that yellow. And it should look something like that. And I'm just going to keep going back and forth just until I feel like I got it as even as possible. Okay, so I think I have that as even as I can get it for now. And then I'm going to go in with this light orange color. Actually, I'm going to get a fluffier brush than the one I had used. Use that light color. And I'm going to go right above to the top of the brow bone and blend. I'm going to keep dipping and blending just to give it more of a faded look in the edges. Just keep dipping and blending it. This color doesn't seem too pigmented, so you're not gonna mess up your other colors doing this. And I'm just gonna keep going. So as you can see, it's kind of softening up the edges, and then I'm just gonna go over with this fluffy brush and kind of blend all the colors in together. Because these colors are pretty, you know, close in family, it's okay. I wouldn't do this if you had a yellow and a blue, because then, you know, you would really mess it up. So then I just grab a towel and I just kind of wipe this fluffy brush off, and then I keep blending. And there we go. And I lost a little bit of the yellow, so I'm just going to go back in. I think I'm going to, sorry, a little bit of follow. I'm going to go with this. I was using this color up here. I'm going to use this one down here. That's called Abstract, sorry. And then I'm just going to put it right above where I had put that first yellow. Kind of make it a little more vibrant. And I like to bring it all the way up to my eyebrow. And there we go. So now I'm thinking I'm thinking I'm gonna cut the crease and, well, let me go ahead and cut the crease first and then we'll go ahead with the next step. Okay, so now that I cut the crease, I am gonna go in. I think I'm gonna use this purple color right here called Selfie and put that all over where I cut the crease. Just grabbing a flat brush, tapping it in there, and just tapping up. You kind of gotta work fast because my concealer tends to crease in my eyelids. So I like to place it right where my creases on my eyelids are first, just to stop it from creasing any further before I can finish. Oh, this color is so pretty. It has a lot of little small silver sparkles in there. So now that I set it in the crease, I'm just gonna keep patting and blending. Just be careful for fallout. Okay, so I got most of that on. One thing, it did take a few swipes and a lot of dipping back in to get it, and I still see some areas that are having a hard time keeping the pigment on, but this color is so pretty. And then I'm getting closer to the edges where I cut, and I'm just blending. I don't want a super harsh cut crease. I'm just getting close to the edges and blending. As you can see. And I'm just going back and getting all the little, I still see some spots that need a little more. And doing the same thing with the edges. Just kind of going back and forth so I can smudge it out some. So it's not a super sharp line. And that is what it's looking like so far. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the tape off. And you can see it kind of gives you those sharp edges. And then I'm going to grab my powder brush that I used to apply my powder to set. I'm just going to go over, dust any fallout. And also, I noticed it took some of my foundation off and blush. So I'm just going to blend. Blend that out. And this is what it's looking like so far. I am loving the purple. All the colors are laying down pretty well. I'm wondering what I should do next. What colors I should use next. I'm thinking I'm gonna leave the top alone for now and see if I can think of anything else as I'm working. But I'm gonna go ahead and put some color on the bottom, my lower lash. So I'm just gonna apply some concealer again. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna use concealer. I'm gonna use my Urban Decay primer potion for the bottom. And I gotta find my brush. Okay. And the same blush that I used to blend out the primer that I put on my lid. So I'm just gonna bring my primer kind of up towards the end. And then I'm just going to grab my fluffy brush and blend it out. And this is just a good base so that everything sticks on, because I noticed, like I said, these shadows are pretty chalky. So I just want to give them a base to make sure that they cling on well. Okay, so now I'm thinking I'm going to, let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with this, let's see, this orange right here, Art Deco. And I'm going to put that on the inner corner, on the bottom inner third. And that's how that looks. That's pretty pigmented. Then I'm going to take the color, let's see. I think I'm going to try this color right here. It's called Dyed Up. Kind of like a pastel minty green. I'll go with that color next. And I'm just using the same brush. I'm just wiping it off on my towel. And I'm going to use the same brush, like I said. Tapping off the axis, and then I'm going to go right in the middle. And blend it in with the orange. This shadow, this one is also very chalky. I can feel it getting into my eyes as I'm laying it down over the primer potion. You just want to make sure you're blending both colors together so they don't look too harsh. And then I think for the outer, I am going to, let's see, I think I'll try a blue since I haven't tried a blue. I think I will do the color Watermark. And I think I swatched that one earlier on my finger and it was very, very opaque. And I'm just gonna kind of flick it up into the top. Blend it in with the green. And then you make it meet up with the top eyeshadow. In there. That's how it's looking. I'm just gonna keep blending. And I'm thinking I might go over these three colors with a lighter version of them all, because I know some of them have like a shimmery color. We're gonna do a shimmer. I'm gonna leave some shimmery shades on top of those. So for the orange, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one, Retro Dream. I'm gonna throw that one right on top of that orange that I laid down, just to lighten it up some. There we go. And then for the green, there is like a metallic green shade right here, Pose. And I'm just gonna dip into that one, put it right over that green. And then for the blue, I'm gonna go in with this one right here. Just to lighten it up some. I'm just flicking it up. And then I'm having a lot of fallout that those shimmery shades have, like little specks of glitter. So I'm just gonna try to brush as much as I can off. Then I'm going to grab just a big fluffy brush just to blend these colors all so they don't look too harsh, and then also blend the edges up here. And then I just grab my towel and I just keep wiping it off every time I go back in to blend, just because I don't want them to get too muddy. And I just kind of blend these ends out. And that is how it's looking so far. So I'm thinking once we add some lashes, mascara and lashes, it'll make the look come together a little more. Okay, so I got the lashes on. I put some black eyeliner in my waterline mascara. Definitely with the lashes and everything makes the look, you know, bolder, better. So now I am going to get a pencil brush and some setting spray, and I'm just gonna wet my brush. And I'm going to dip it in the color Fantasyland, and it's this really light pink. I'm just gonna put my pencil brush in there and put it right in my inner corner, just to give it a more open feel to the inner corner. And I'm gonna do that one more time just to make sure I get it as intense as I can. And it's starting to get a little chalky and flake off. Yeah, it's getting a little chunky, but just keep blending a little bit. I'm just gonna wipe my pencil brush off a little bit and try to blend it a little more. I do not like how chalky it looks. As I keep blending, it doesn't look as shimmery as it used to. So I'm just gonna do that one. I'm just gonna grab a little more of it dry and try to put it on top. That kind of helped a little bit bring the shimmer back. Okay, so there's how it's looking now. Let's see. I'm kind of debating if I want to add some crystals to this look, just to intensify it a little more. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go ahead and add some crystals, and then I'll be right back just to see how that looks. Okay, everyone. So I am back. I just went ahead and threw on some Swarovski's crystals just to make the look more fun. Threw on some lipstick. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you my final review on this palette. I love the way it looks. Some of the shadows are a little chalky. There are some good pigmented ones. I mean, I've used palettes that have had more pigment, a little better quality, but I feel for the price point, it's a good deal. And for if you're a beginner, it's definitely a good palette to start with. I feel if you want a really intense color, you might want to use a white base and not so much concealer or like a beige color base. But definitely, I will go ahead and probably try doing a few more looks with this just to see what else I can create. But yeah, I'm not upset with it. I'm not, you know, I like it. I will definitely try it again, and I do recommend if you have other palettes that have these colors that are higher end, I mean, and you feel that they work fine for you, you do not need to pick this up. But if you're a beginner and you want a good deal, go ahead and check this palette out. I mean, it's not too bad. And this is the final look. And thank you for watching. Bye.